We'll be editing it out. So, during my journey of just doing this practice of doing retention and going through this journey of finally having control over my lust, um, today I got done watching sites, but I did not end up like trying to go ahead and search for anything like sexually on there. Um, but yeah, I went on there and I just questioned, and the reason I'm doing this is because, and the reason I'm doing this is because, or the reason I did do it is because I'm questioning with trying to get out there and talking to girls, getting out there and dating and stuff like that. Is it worth just going hooking up with a girl for one night and that just being it? And that is something I just don't view as something being right or something I view as being correct in my own eyes. That is something that I don't want to do. And I'm thinking about reasons why I want to go ahead and do that. And the reasons that I'm really coming to mind is because of more selfish reasons. Like, I don't care about the girl in that sense. I just want to go ahead and have pleasure. I don't want to go ahead and hook up with a girl just because of other people's, um, what other guys think, what other people think. Thinking of it as a sense of respect. I am a virgin. I have to go ahead and state that. I'm 20 years old and I'm a virgin. And I'm not doing things for other people. I'm not doing it to try to go ahead and gain respect from other people. I'm not doing it to go ahead and gain a sense of pleasure. Like, am I trying to get this sense of pleasure with this girl just to go ahead and escape from some of the things in my past? Am I escaping from my lack of being able to go ahead and connect with a girl? Am I trying to go ahead and escape in the fact that there's other stresses in my life, like basic stresses, like doing schoolwork, trying to get your finances right, trying to go ahead and get things like a car like I don't have right now, trying to go ahead and make sure I'm going down the right path. If it's worrying about friends, if it's worrying about family, am I just trying to go ahead and just escape with this girl through that? And does she really deserve that? I'm sort of kind of thinking just going down this practice like a lot. I'm Gen Z, right? It doesn't feel like I fit in with that generation in terms of just thinking in general. Why? Of because of there's it's so common. Like, I don't understand like the purpose of online dating apps. Like, I understand why girls go on these online dating apps. I understand why they do, and I understand why I go on there too sometimes, and that is because of trying to go ahead and get some attention. I understand the attention factor of the girls on these online dating apps. I understand it. I understand trying to go ahead and search for that validation because you're just not getting it no more because I'm not watching the hub no more. And well, I did watch it today, and yeah, I'll explain more. I'll explain more on that. But it's just there's no more sense of validation. Like, I'm trying to go ahead and search for that sense of validation. I understand why girls try to go ahead and search for that sense of validation. I also have to state, and I also have to state that I went on my first date with a girl off an online dating app, and I'm really trying to go ahead and really understand the philosophy just of it, and that I had the opportunity with the girl that I took on the date that I met off this online dating app. She liked my picture, and she seemed to be really interested in me and that certain type of factor. Um, Yeah, too. And when I got on the date too, I wasn't shy. I wasn't like blown away. I wasn't nervous because how beautiful she was. I didn't like talk to her like a normal person. But I did get I was getting hard random times during the date, and I'm not gonna go ahead and neglect that. But towards the end of the day, I had the opportunity to go ahead and lose my V card. I had the opportunity to go ahead and just hook up with this girl, but that's just pointless. It's pointless of trying to go ahead and do that. It's is that really all she's worth, right? Is that how our society is going down? Why is she what does it is she doing it it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't make sense hooking up. It doesn't make sense trying to go ahead and get instant pleasure. It doesn't make sense trying to go ahead and get validation. That's just something that just develops when you just master lust, man. Like seeing these people on the hub, seeing some of these guys that are out of shape. Like if you go to the gym and you're in shape and you're afraid to go ahead and talk to girls, if you go on the sites, bro, there's out of shape dudes getting girls on there. There's obese dudes getting girls on there. And check, I'm on a homeless site too, so um, there, there, there's not good people in there getting girls, and you shouldn't be afraid to go ahead and get girls. And that's something I'm currently working on right now, is getting over just that fear of just being rejected and being ignored. That is something that I'm developing right now, and and I don't know, man. Just going back to the hub, man. I'm sorry that I'm all over the place in this video. I don't script these videos out. It's just me yapping on the camera. But that honestly, going on the hub and seeing these guys just have this pleasure with this girl and practically doing it for no reason, and the lot of lost and confused people, from the people making the videos, from the people doing the videos, from the people consuming the product. Everyone's lost, and that just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right that so many people are lost and confused. It doesn't feel right that so many people watch that stuff. So many people are controlled by lust. So many people can't control this emotion, can't control this energy. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And so many people just can't control it, man. So many people. This is a very this is a practice that takes an incredible amount of discipline, and a really incredible amount of discipline. And it's just sad, man. It's sad how many people are just confused and lost on those sites. People watching those sites, trying to go ahead and escape from whatever it is in their life, go ahead and trying to get attention from girls on online dating apps. Online dating apps just doesn't really make sense. It doesn't. It's something that it's it, man. The messed up thing with online dating apps too is that so many guys are not thinking clearly on them. So many guys are just trying to go ahead and just release. So many guys are just trying to go ahead and think about, hey man, if I go ahead and clap this girl, I'll feel like a king. I'll go ahead and feel like I'm worthy. I'll go ahead and feel like I'm. That's the validation right there, right? That's validation. That's validation, trying to go ahead and get it through smashing a girl. That's validation through likes. There's many. It's just no matter what you do on there, you're always searching for validation, and it's really hard to go ahead and find something really just meaningful on those dating apps, and it's it's completely sad how people go down the dating app route, which if they're going down that route, they're most likely addicted to the sites. They're watching a lot of videos, and they have no idea about this content and stuff like this, doing retention. It's not even retention I'm doing more um, nofap and waiting for the correct girl to go ahead, and I feel like satisfied and going ahead and losing it. It's just sad, man. It's sad watching that. It's sad watching that stuff. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense watching that stuff. It doesn't make sense watching some other dude going crazy with a girl. It doesn't make sense just being in the third person watching that on the screen. It doesn't make sense trying to go ahead and hook up with a girl for no reason, just to go ahead and just do it for selfish reasons. Because if we're being honest, do we really care about that girl? Maybe we do care about that girl a little bit in the moment, right? But we're so caught up in pleasure, instant gratification, that we just take away from the beautiful meaning of just connections in life. We take away from nature. We take away from God, right? I got done watching the hub today. I went on there because reiterating this again. I was really just thinking about that girl that I went on a date with on the online dating app, because of course I'm questioning whether I should have smashed her or not, or should I went crazy with her or not. I'm glad I didn't, of course, but I'm just questioning, just what is the point of going crazy with a girl for no reason? What is the point of just doing that? And after I got done just watching that stuff, just seeing the people just confused, lonely, sad, lost, I legitimately, I just asked God, legitimately, why are just so many people lost? And that's including myself as well. Why do we just go down that path? Why do we go down that path of just confusion and just being lost and being consumed by lust? That we just take away the meaning. We take away from connecting with God. It's so fascinating that more people watch that stuff. More people watch that stuff than connecting with God, and that just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense why we're so 24/7 thinking. We think about lust more than God, and that is something that is very concerning. Very, very concerning. We get consumed by lust, but we avoid the beautiful pre-storm weather sky. The post-weather storm sky. We avoid these beautiful times, man. We avoid beautiful moments. We avoid connections. Like, you go into a gym, like, a vast majority of the guys are just watching the hub, man. It's a for some dudes it's a legitimate struggle to go ahead and talk to a girl, and it's a legitimate struggle just to go ahead and have connections, man, because you're just so glued to online. You're so glued to social media. You're getting lost in those stupid black pill look maxing routes. You're getting stuck in trying to go ahead and compare yourself because you're deprived, man. You're not getting anything. You're online dating apps. You're not finding the thing that you want to go ahead and find on online dating apps. You feel deprived because maybe you're not getting results on those online dating apps. You feel deprived because some girl who does not give a flying fuck about you is sucking away your soul on the site. It's sucking away your energy. It's taking away part of your soul, man. And that's also hooking up as well, just taking away a part of your soul. Are you just doing it for selfish reasons? And that's what I'm just thinking about myself, man. And the girl that I took on a date with the girl that I took on a date with, through an online dating app, I'm questioning, like, what do I even really just like about that girl in the first place? That I just want to go ahead and just smash her. Like I had urges, I had crazy urges. I had to go ahead and avoid them, and I legitimately had I legitimately had an opportunity to go ahead and do it. I just had to go ahead and just escalate a little bit. I'm questioning whether that I just want to go ahead and just release a nut. That I just want to go ahead and feel successful. That I want to go ahead and feel like I did something. That I want to go ahead and feel like I'm a king, or that I want to go ahead and feel like I'm worthy of woman attention. Do I want to go ahead and feel like I'm valued in society? Do I want to go ahead and feel like I'm getting respect from other people? Is it like I felt like those are more reasons for me wanting to go ahead and smash that girl. I feel like that's a lot of reasons for people wanting to go ahead and just hook up in general. It's for stupid reasons. Like you legitimately don't really care fully about that girl, right? But it's more so just a use between each other, and it's the same for the woman as well on these online dating apps. The tension, the trying like the texting, like texting back and forth. I can't imagine just doing that and not getting not getting to the point to get into a date. It's so pointless, man. It's a lot. I'm just realizing that a lot of things are just so pointless. It's so pointless hooking up with a girl. It's so pointless in trying to do scheme and tactics in game, just to go ahead and just slide in between our pants and just to get some validation. Like what is the point of doing that? And if you're someone who has a multiple body count, like why did you even do it with some of those girls in the first place, right? Like, and in today's society, if it's the music, if it's the like some of the culture, like I grow, I'm in the, I'm in what's categorized as the hood, and that is something that is very common around here, right? Like you think about the hood, man, like just me just explaining about it. It's just okay. Like if you're gonna go crazy with a girl, just raw dog it, bro. If you're gonna go crazy with a girl, just treat them like property. Have multiple women, have multiple options. Which I do say that the red pill, man, like those red pill tactics, those like alpha male looking game type stuff. It's a more sophisticated. I can't really say that word. I struggle saying that word. Version of the hood. It, like all the tactics these red pill dudes like they present it in more of a like I like to say like they're presenting more to the suburb people. They're presenting it more towards um, a more different community. I don't know. It's more suburb people. I don't know how to describe it, man. Like more people who don't go down the hood traps, I guess, in that way. And I that's where I really just learned it at, man. Just hood tactics. Like in high school, man. Like I could legitimately graduate like with five to six bodies easily, easily. Probably even more to be honest, man. Um, I've been lucky that in high school that woman attraction was relatively fairly easy for me. Um, Even though I like to go ahead and just neglect that, and I've been neglecting that for a while. Like I even had a girl false claiming me being her boyfriend, and I never, what, like what? Um, my senior year, I had so many girls that liked me. It was crazy. Um, my sophomore year too, my junior year too, my freshman year too. Check it if you would. Yeah, like man, you can see behind me, but I can't. It's just a little bit, a little alert over here. This is how it be. I mean, in a legitimate trench like this. But man, dude, yeah, man. I'm. I'm sorry for how like unorganized this video truly is, but it's just what I'm just learning, just doing this journey in general, is that am I just using this girl for selfish reasons? If I'm trying to go ahead and like, right, for a lot of reasons we talk to girls, right, it's for like selfish reasons. Like for me, trying to go ahead and work on my skills of talking to girls, like I, for me, like I'm trying to go ahead and become just comfortable with talking to girls, which I can 100% do that. It's just stupid sometimes, um, really stupid sometimes, and but like for me, trying to go ahead and talk with a girl, like I'm just trying to go ahead and talk to her because I'm trying to go ahead and prove my skill of talking to girls. Am I really interested, like in her deeply? That is something that I just don't view as something you just do. It's something that's correctly. Um, like for me, like always talking to a girl, just me dealing with a girl is for something for me, for like for me getting something in return. And that's just something just basic in general, right? That's if you try to go ahead and buy a product. If that's you try to go ahead you do whatever. If you buying this stupid abandoned RC motorcycle looking thing, you always it's always a sense you always invest your time into a sense of return. And I just don't want to be doing it for selfish reasons, like really selfish reasons. And hooking up, like hookup culture is just so stupid, man. So stupid. Chase it is the pleasure. It's so stupid. Try to go ahead and do stuff because of other people. It's so stupid because you're doing stuff because uh, of your ex relationship, your ex girlfriend, your ex boyfriend, whatever it is, man. It's so stupid doing that stuff. It's so stupid that you're making all these poor decisions because of your past. You're making all these poor decisions because stuff didn't go right in your childhood. It's so stupid that it just lust just goes ahead. It just consumes you. It just takes you over. It doesn't make sense again that we think more about lust. We have more lustful thoughts, the more thoughts about God. We connect more with lust than God. We get consumed more by lust than by God. And that just doesn't add up correctly with me. And if you're someone who made it to this point in this video, man, do retention. Do master yourself. It's not even about doing retention. Um, Master yourself. Master your urges. Master these martyring addictions, man. And once you become more of a master of yourself, you really start to realize that a lot of things are pointless and that you just become way more wiser. And you really a more get to see more beauty in life, man. And like this, you get this beautiful music playing in the background. Probably gonna get a little copyrighted, but who cares, man? Even there's beauty in the trenches, even there's beauty in the hood, and even there's beauty when the storm is about to go ahead and rise. There's always beauty, man. And retention and just becoming the master of yourself. Retention is something that in general you shouldn't even be thinking about. You shouldn't even be thinking about I'm on retention. You shouldn't be waking up in the morning and say I'm on day 28 of retention. You shouldn't be thinking of that. That's stupid. The goal is to become a master of yourself. If we become a master of yourself, you start to realize that a lot of things in life are just so stupid. And why do we even go down these paths in the first place? Yeah, that's just a little video of me just yapping for a little bit.